All right, how's everybody? It's April the 18th, I believe, 17th, 18th. I'm going to do a patch update. It's been about 10 days here. Been really wet. It's been kind of a little bit chilly. We've been in the 60s some days, low 70s, 50s at night. So plant growth has kind of slowed down a little bit here at the Munnin Farm anyways. Been super also, not a whole lot of sun. So today's a beautiful day. We've had a good sun today, but I think tomorrow, I think we'll have another inch or two of rain. I've had 6 inches of rain the last 10 days. So lots and lots of water here. Weeds are coming on strong, as you can see, looking around me. I'm gonna do one more till though before it's over with for sure. I might even like to lay some plastic down out here and then roll it back. It's kind of my plan if I can get some anyways. Let's go and show you the pumpkins. So right here we have the, sorry about that, phone doing something weird. We have the 1707 Caspers. So I have a mat, it's on right now, doing pretty good. It's about maybe 5.5 feet long. There's the tip on her, she's looking good. As we go, we're gonna roll this out and put some more staples down. I have been going along and we have been cutting holes for each of the root nodes. So on these right here, this runner's right here anyways. So I haven't cut one right there yet. Actually, I'm gonna do it right now. Maybe try to help show you guys. So what I use is one of these right here. I know some guys burn it. I take one of these right here, retractable, and I purely put that knife out just like that. And then I will, if I can get this down here situated, let's see if I can do it or not. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But either way, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put it down here, but I'm gonna cut a cut right in here, basically a square around that root node. So give me 1 second. See if you guys can see anything off of this. I'm gonna lift up right here, and I'm gonna cut that square. You might be able to hear that, maybe not. And then cut that square out. Don't know if this is the most efficient way to do this. You all tell me. So you guys have been doing this for a little bit longer, but this knife seems to cut through it pretty easy. Anyways, as long as I don't cut the plant itself. And we're almost there. This one's giving me more problems than it probably should. But anyways, there it is. So there's the square I took out. And there is the hole we have cut. That'll sit right there. I'm not gonna add a whole lot of dirt around it. I might do a little bit just to kind of poke it up there. Get some moisture to it. Get that light covered up, but it'll throw a root. These back here have already thrown them. Can't really see them, but they have definitely thrown roots underneath. So there it is. This one's doing pretty well overall. Now, on to my next ones here. I'll show you. There's no knife with me. So there's the 1707 wide view. Looking pretty good. Few blemishes here and there. Had some insect damage, obviously, here when it was young. That's the insect damage. If y'all don't know what that is. Happened when it was younger. And I'm starting to get a little bit of discoloration in the leaves a little bit, but nothing too much to worry about on this one. Now, over here, these are the only two I have not culled. So, on the left, that much smaller plant is the 2493 Wolf. All right, and it's the one I want to run with. It is actually, this was actually started a week earlier than this 1686 Stealth was. And look at the difference. You know, I want this plant so bad, but my goodness, the vine's twice the size, plant's twice the size, leaves are twice the size. Looks like it's got more vigor. And on top of all that, the 1686 hasn't laid down yet, but look, it's eventually going to, and looks all good. This one has laid down, and we have a problem. We have a kink when it laid down right there, and I know that's going to be a problem. And yeah, so what I'm leaning towards is probably taking out the 2493 Wolf and running with this 1686. 1686 Stealth has grown some 3,000 pounders, and it is a heavy genetic plant. So grew this one last year right down there. If y'all remember from my video from last year when the tornado hit, it totally destroyed it, but right here. So think about running with it, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna make that decision next day or two for sure. I want to make sure this one lays down okay. And if it lays down perfectly and takes off, probably gonna run with it. I'm gonna put a runner under it just like I did the 1707 and rock and roll from there. So there it is. The 1686 Stealths. and the 2493 Wolf, and just haven't made my mind up just yet. This one still fits in the hoop house. This one I'm gonna make fit in the hoop house tonight. I'm gonna move this as close as I can to the stump on this end, and that's about 5.5, about 5. Actually, it's probably a 5-foot plank. That's a 5-foot thing there, and it was hitting the end when I got here today. So there you go. But we're gonna run that runner, get the ground prepared in front of it, and just keep on going. All right, get out of here, go. You know better. Dogs, man. All right, so give me 1 second. I'll take you down to the 2144 Baron, and we'll go from there. Be right back. All right, here we're at the farm truck well. I want to show you all this. Got you guys this first. I got the watering system set up. So I've got my pump right here, hose. It goes down. That's an anti-siphon hose. Also, it's where it won't collapse right here, but it goes down about, I think it's a 15-footer, so about 5 or 6 feet out of the water. The rest of it's down there pretty good. And it comes up, connects to this. This hose is the hose I had. My plan is I'm going to have one long line. I'm going to get poly tubing, and I'm going to bury it, and I'm going to trench it all the way over there to the main patch. If I can zoom in here, there it is. And I'm probably just going to get a water hose and run around the backside of this house and get it to the other patch. I'm going to show you here in just a second. But that's the plan. So this right here is just what I was running for now. I'm actually just getting water in 5-gallon buckets and mixing it right now while they're little. So that's what's going on there. Let's turn it on here, show you. There's the system. I got some leaks, definitely got to fix, and it should come on here in just a sec. There comes the water in, and it'll come out right there. Whew, there goes the pressure there. So good. But that water right there is running right about 6.7 pH and a 45 parts per million. So it's about as good as you can get for sure. My city water was running somewhere around 170 to 180 ppms and 8.8, almost 8.78 pH. So not great. So now we're gonna walk over here to the garden, show you the 2144 Baron. It's doing pretty well. Got a few issues with it. Done a bit of work on the patch since last time y'all seen it. Got the wind fence up, and we'll go from there. So I want to get this turned around here, and here we are walking up to the patch. Again, watering system, and there we go. So 2144 Baron doing pretty good. It's about 7 to 7.5 feet out there at this moment. Secondaries are coming on extremely strong. Great secondaries on this plant. Come out on both sides. Everything's going pretty well with it. Having a few issues, leaf issues. Thinking this is probably, you see this right here, UV burn or a potassium or magnesium deficiency. Something got blocked out. Plants are very green. I think they're healthy. Underneath, I know it's wet under here though. Under this sheeting, it just really is that weed barrier is making it wet. Coming out to the end here. I moved this just a little bit ago, and we grew about 18 inches in 2 days. So it was back here, and we were out there now. So there you go. Actually, I got the first pumpkin right there. Maybe we'll see. I'll rip that thing off here pretty soon. We're definitely not setting one there. Other problem I have is these bigger leaves in the beginning. I'm already losing some. They are getting this crinkle in the bottom, which I attribute to high nitrogen, and they are brittle and they are breaking over. There are some big leaves though, very big leaves. And hopefully that's not a common thing. Now, the only thing about it, I've had plants that do that quite a bit in the past for whatever reason. But if they're going to lay down, I'd rather them lay down on a weed barrier. So, hey, might be onto something there. So long as they're not in the way inhibiting secondary growth, I'm just going to leave them. When they start rotting or something of that nature. I did have one right here that I had to cut off. You can see right there. Actually, I think it's laying over right here, actually. And I'll show you what that dimpling looks like. There it is. If you see that on a plant, I believe that's high nitrogen, okay? That causes that. And then it makes it brittle. And then what happens is it'll bend and kind of over right there. And that's the problem. So there you go. 2144 is looking great. Wind fence is completely up. In place. Weed barriers down. Everything's ready to go. So we're just waiting for it to explode with some warmer days, hopefully, and we'll go from there, which I think I'm gonna have a lot of work here pretty soon because of the secondary growth, man. Be cutting a lot of holes. But now the best part about it is no weeds. This weed fabric here is white on one side And then if you look on the back side, I'll show you here. If I can rip a piece up, that is, it will be black. You see, mostly black anyways. And it stops light transmission. So best part about it. So you don't get those weeds coming up underneath for the most part. A few of them are poking through here and there. They found a hole or something, but that's nothing. I'll get rid of those. But yeah, there it is. That's 2144 Baron. Get you a shot down below here. Good plant, growing great. Just worried about how wet it is underneath. We have a wet summer. I'm afraid this may be a failed experiment, but we'll see what happens. So dry summer, hey, I might be in the money. So we'll figure it out. I hope you guys are doing great. Things here are going A-okay. I give it like a B minus, maybe B plus, but we're all from there. So I hope everyone's going well. Plants are going great. Keep them growing so the pump grower out. See you guys.